On a cold winter night in 1959, in the remote wilderness of the Ural Mountains in Soviet Russia, 9 experienced hikers set out on an expedition that would become one of the greatest unsolved mysteries of the 20th century. This is the story of the Dyatlov Pass Incident. The group was led by Igor Dyatlov, a 23-year-old engineering student and an experienced outdoorsman. Alongside him were 8 other men and women, all skilled hikers and students at the Ural Polytechnic Institute. Their goal? To trek through the unforgiving terrain of the Ural Mountains and reach Otorten, a mountain whose name ominously translates to "Don't go there" in the language of the local Mansi people. But they never made it. On January 27, 1959, the group began their trek. They documented their journey meticulously, writing in diaries, taking photographs, and even sharing moments of laughter despite the harsh conditions. On February 1st, they reached the slopes of Kolatsyakal, or Dead Mountain. They pitched their tent on an exposed slope, likely to prepare for the next day's climb. But that night, something went terribly wrong. When the group failed to return on schedule, a search party was dispatched. Weeks later, on February 26th, rescuers found the hikers' tent, half buried in snow, torn open from the inside. Their belongings were still inside, but the hikers were gone. Footprints led away from the tent, barefoot and scattered, as if the hikers had fled in panic. The first 2 bodies were found near a forest edge, over a kilometer from the tent. They were dressed only in underwear, lying by the remnants of a small fire. Further into the forest, 3 more bodies were discovered, frozen in positions suggesting they were trying to crawl back to the tent. It wasn't until 2 months later that the remaining 4 hikers were found, buried under snow in a ravine, and this is where the mystery deepens. The autopsies revealed baffling details. Some hikers had suffered gruesome injuries, fractured ribs, a crushed skull, injuries so severe they were compared to a car crash. And yet there were no external wounds to explain the force. Even stranger, one of the hikers was missing her tongue, eyes, and parts of her face. Radiological tests detected traces of radiation on their clothing, and some of their skin appeared unnaturally orange, as if burned. What could have caused such horrifying injuries? Theories abound, but none offer a complete explanation. Over the years, countless theories have emerged to explain what happened that night. Some suggest an avalanche forced the group to flee their tent in a panic, but the evidence doesn't align. There were no signs of an avalanche in the area. Others point to Soviet military experiments. Could the hikers have stumbled upon a secret weapons test? The radiation, strange injuries, and glowing orbs reported by witnesses in the area lend some weight to this theory. Then there are the more outlandish ideas: alien encounters, secret government cover-ups, or even an attack by a mythical creature. But none of these theories fully explain the bizarre combination of injuries and circumstances. In 2019, Russian authorities reopened the case, concluding that an avalanche and hypothermia were the most likely explanations. But for many, this official explanation leaves too many questions unanswered. What really happened on that frozen slope in 1959? Was it a tragic accident or something far more sinister? Even now, the Dyatlov Pass incident remains shrouded in mystery, a chilling reminder of how the wilderness can hold secrets that may never be uncovered. What do you think happened that night? Let me know your theories in the comments. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's greatest mysteries, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories like this. Until next time, stay curious and stay safe.